Hi guys, it's Paulette.
And I'm Mark out from behind the camera. Again, take 62.
Yeah, not really. Anyhow, we just wanted to do a part 2 on the visa process and the rental process this time. So, okay, do you want to start it? You want me to start it? What do you want to do?
Sure. For the visa process, we had done a lot of work, made a lot of copies of stuff, and one of the things that we discovered was that the additional passport photos we had taken
At Costco
do not work here for INM. They require a different size of photo.
A little tiny itty bitty small one. I mean, really small.
Not only do they require a straight-on headshot with your forehead and ears uncovered,
which is funny.
Which was difficult for some of us, more difficult for some of us than others.
Not attractive by any means.
But this is not a beauty pageant. And then they also required a right side profile picture.
Yeah.
So we went and did that, and we handed over a lot of our documentation, including the tip, which was for the car.
Well, let's go back a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, you're kind of like going fast forward. Right. Okay, before we came to Mexico, we were on the a lot of Mexican Facebook pages, and one of them was Expats in Morelia, and that's how we found Rosie, the lady that helped us. That's what she does. She helps a lot of expats with their visa paperwork, like appointments, many different things. And in fact, our next video, we're going to have Rosie on there telling you what she does. I mean, she does this for Morelia, but basically you could hire people wherever you are, Mexico City, Querétaro, Guanajuato, wherever. Okay. Yeah, you can just hire somebody to do this if that's what you choose to do. Or, you know, if you're pretty good about speaking fluent Spanish and understanding it, like we can say some sentences, but we're basically like a deer in the headlights when they answer sometimes, because we're proud of ourselves that we can get things out there, but when they say it back, we're kind of like, what?
That's the thing, when you ask a question in Spanish when you're learning, you also had to be prepared to receive the answer back in Spanish.
And understand it.
Yeah. But, you know, in some of the programs that we've used, they teach you to say basic things, but it's not really conversational style of Spanish.
Right. So, you know, I mean, this is only almost our third week here.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think in 6 months we'll have a lot more down. We're trying, like today we went out for breakfast, and you know, I said me gustaría, which is I would like, and then I said I said pancakes, but they're hot cakes. Hot cakes, por favor, please. And
she also said todo más coffee, which basically meant she wanted all the coffee.
I meant to say puedo, right?
Yeah.
And I screwed up because that's can I. Anyhow, I totally screwed up when I asked for more coffee. So I just told Mark, well, maybe she thinks that's for both of us, total, you know, all me and you. I don't know, but you know, it's all a crapshoot, you know. So definitely practice your Spanish. All right, so back on track. Yeah. Okay, so I talked to Rosie before we came out here. We hired her. She's been fantastic. She came highly recommended on the Expats of Morelia Facebook page, and we're really glad that we got to know her. You know, she's a great person. And so anyhow, so we had to have. Did we say this already? I don't even know. Did we say the passport? I don't think so, did we?
No.
No, okay. So we had to have the original passport, photocopies of the passport, a copy of the
INM paperwork.
Yeah, but I was going to
we received after crossing the border.
Right, but I was going to say a copy of what they put in the Mexican consulate puts in your passport. It's kind of like a passport looking picture. Mine unfortunately looked like a deer in the headlights. I think I was so shocked because it was my third try. And I think I was just totally shocked when they finally took my picture, and it definitely shows. But anyhow, aside from that, so
for me, I know my picture's not going to turn out well, so I just roll with it.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, women were just kind of different that way. It's like, take 1, take 49, take 63.
You're hearing the sounds of Mexico as we speak.
Yeah, it's just a siren going by, as you can hear. And usually you'll hear the church bells about every, I don't know, it seems like every 15 minutes,
half
like
an
that.
hour.
You'll hear like cowbells going through. That tells you that they're either delivering propane or they're coming
to pick up the garbage.
And anyhow, that'll be a whole nother video. We're just kind of getting sidetracked. I did have my paper, but I just kind of wanted to do it this way, so hopefully we're not going to leave anything out. Anyhow, okay, so getting back to this, your passport, you're going to give to her if she's going to do it, but if not, anyhow, your passport, copy of your passport, copy of the Mexican consulate stamp that they put in your passport. What else did we need?
I think that was about it, other than the tip paperwork.
And the tip.
And the IN.
And the tip.
Yeah.
Is
temporary import for the vehicle, for your car if you drive in.
It's a it's a temporary import permit. And when you cross the border, you need to pay a deposit, which is about $400 depending on the year of your car. And mine's a 16, so mine ran us $400. Anyhow, so she needed that because, sorry, I feel like I got a bite on my leg. Anyhow, so she needed that because she needed to submit that, and she was going to send that in FedEx to Mexico City. Yeah, and somehow it coordinates with your visa. I don't know. Don't ask me that part. Maybe somebody else on another video knows that. I don't know. But I'm just giving you what I do know. So, and then the pictures, of course, that we took. I'm trying to think, was there anything else? I think that was it.
I think that was it. When we had copies of our birth certificates and stuff like that, but
we had our financial records, but that wasn't required here. It was required the first time when we applied. That was it, I think. Anyhow, so we gave it to her. She went ahead and she submitted it about a week ago, and it takes about 45 days for that process. As far as getting our deposit back on the tip, I'm not sure how long that might take. So
yeah, I don't know.
We'll figure that out. But we did it by credit card, remember? Credit card's better to do because it gets done faster. Yeah, I don't understand that either, but anyhow, it does. So we did it on credit card. A lot of people said you have to pay in cash. We went through Nogales, Arizona, and you could pay by credit card, or you could pay by cash.
Right, and we covered that pretty much in detail in the first video.
Yeah, thank you, honey. So that was that on the visa process. So we're just kind of waiting. We'll let you know more. We didn't have to go with her or anything like that. We will have to go when we have to do our fingerprints. So maybe that'll be in a couple of weeks. I'm not real sure. But anyhow, and then I think we go back one more time to pick it up. And that's it. And it's good for 1 year. And the cost was?
4,148 pesos.
Yeah, which was
a piece.
Yeah, I think it was like $213. I want to say, and that's
depending on the exchange.
Yeah,
rate.
and that's a standard. Now, subject to change next year, possibly. I don't know, but that's what it costs. And then just remember too, if you're going to hire somebody, you're going to be paying a fee for their service too. But I mean, honestly, I think that she's really been worth it.
Yeah.
So anyhow, she's a really nice gal, and we're going to have her in our next video. So like I said, she can tell you more about what she does and stuff like that to give you an idea if you do hire somebody that you need, if your Spanish sucks like ours.
Right.
So that's that. And then on rentals,
let's see, there are a lot of different choices. You can choose to rent an unfurnished place, and here in Mexico, unfurnished means no furniture, but it also can mean no refrigerator, no stove, no cabinets. A lot of times you'll just walk into a kitchen and there will be nothing except maybe an aluminum sink sticking out from the wall, and the exposed plumbing below. Now, if you're a minimalist, that's probably great. For us, that
Not
doesn't
so
really
much.
work so much. Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
so much. And the rents vary. I've seen them from about $2,500, and again, depending on the area too. And I don't know good from bad areas yet. Hopefully I will soon.
Right.
But anyhow, I'm just trying to get my bearings in gear and figure out where I'm at, and I'm doing pretty good, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I can, go to town, and I know what streets are and stuff like that, so it's all working out pretty well for me, because I'm horrible on directions. And don't ever ask me, or don't ever tell me go east, west, north, or south, because it's like turn right where the Walmart is, turn left when you come to the Chevron gap. That's me. Okay, and I don't know if any of you women have that problem, or any of you men out there have that problem, but
Yeah. That would also be me
yeah.
too.
So anyhow, it's okay, honey, to admit something like that on camera to the whole
I know,
world.
now the whole world knows.
Okay, so
Directionally challenged.
we are both directionally challenged when it comes to east, west, north, south. But anyhow, that's a whole nother thing too. So getting back on track on the rentals, they're anywhere between about $2,500 to about
Well, you mean 2,500
pesos. Sorry, 2,500 pesos. I know. 2,500 pesos to about, I would say about 12,000 pesos. Depending on if you wanted like a 2-bedroom, 1 bath to a 3-bedroom,
2 baths, something
2 baths,
like that.
something like that.
Furnished, unfurnished.
Right. And some of them come with garages. Some of them don't. The thing that we're learning here in Mexico is that a lot of times there's like a metal garage door, and then you drive your car through it to the back, and then it's like out in the open, right? I mean, and sometimes there is actually a real garage. The place that we chose to rent, and we did sign a year's lease, which is furnished, and it comes with everything, and everything's new, so that's nice. And we're probably paying a little bit more, like getting gringo priced. I'm not sure, but the deal is that it was easy for us. We didn't want to have to deal with it for the first year.
Acquiring furniture.
Yeah, and then finding
stuff like that.
Right, stuff like that. So we just took the easy way out. Our utilities, our internet are all included in the price that we're renting for. So we're pretty stoked about the whole thing. It looks pretty modern, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Most places have tile floor, the square tiles, like the 12-inch or whatever. This one doesn't. It has like that tile looking.
It's got like a wood. It's
like a wood grain
grayish,
tile. It's very nice, and it's gray, and I like that. Okay, so getting back to the rentals, stay on track, Paulette. Focus. So anyhow, some of them have garages, some of them don't. If they don't, and you don't want your car to be on the street, there are garage-like facilities. I don't know that they're actually covered, but there's security people there always watching your car and stuff like that.
Supposedly it's secured parking.
Right, and I think that's about 1,000 pesos a month, I heard, which is about
$50 US.
Yeah, $50 US. What else did we want to talk about in this video? We don't want to make it too long either, about another 2 minutes. What else?
Well, I think that was really about it. In our future videos, you'll see more than us just sitting here. We plan to go out into town, walking around, capturing some of the beautiful scenery in Morelia, and talking about the different places and stuff. It's really quite fascinating for those of you who are interested in the Baroque Spanish type architecture. And also in these videos we're thinking of including a few things that we've learned about the Mexican culture that took us by surprise, or maybe took a little adjustment.
I don't know if it's all culture. I think some of it's just things that we've learned about Mexico. And we were here about 1.5 years ago, and that's when we fell in love with the people, everything about Mexico. So I just lost my train of thought. Where was I going with this? The train's coming around. Let me think about it.
There's a train of thought. Your glasses, your keys.
My keys, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bad about that. But, you know, come on. Cut me some slack, will ya? All right. Anyhow, I don't know where I was going.
And this is a whole new thing for us too. I just recently retired, so this is the first time we're really together, basically 24/7. You know, we're having a good time. It's, you know, we're very fortunate to be living the life that we have.
Yeah, and we're pretty compatible. You know, I
yeah.
mean, we can be total homebodies, or we could be adventurous. Like today, we went for a walk.
Yeah.
And I wanted to pick up some. Well, I didn't want to, but I saw a store and it was some file folders there. It was a paper supply store, and that was a really interesting situation there. Why don't you tell them about that experience?
Yeah, because we went in there. You pick out what you want
right
at the first counter. Then you go.
She gives you a receipt.
She gives you a receipt.
Yeah.
Then you go to the next counter to actually pay for it, and then you go to the third counter to actually pick up what you've just paid for. So it's not like, you know, one checkout. You have to go into 3 different lines.
It was really fascinating. I was starting to get a little bit frustrated because I didn't know what the heck was going on. Then you had to pick up a number.
Right. Now Paulette is a type A personality, which is good for getting things done, but patience is not a virtue in her case. As me, I'm at the other end of the scale and I'm all good with it.
Anyhow, it was just interesting because, you know, back in the States, I'm not used to that. And then, I mean, like, we got a receipt, and then didn't we get a second receipt? Yeah, because we were
the
at
actual pickup.
Right, because we were at the counter we saw them put our folders back there, the file folders. So we went over to that counter, all right, and we took a number, and then the guy was going to help us, and I explained to him that our file folders were right there, and he told me I needed to go to the other area with that receipt and pay.
Right. Now keep in mind, there was like a computer right there that looked like you could pay right there.
Right.
That was not
and it
the
looked
case.
like that at the first place too. So then we had to go over there, and then we had to pay, and then I got another receipt. It was so mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Then I got another receipt, and then I had to go back to a counter and then get my stuff. So, you know.
What do I always tell you?
You
it's
always say
part of the adventure.
It's an adventure. Yeah, he always says it's an adventure. So, anyhow, that was our experience today. So that's that, and we'll give you at the end of our videos, we'll give you like a 2 or 3 minute thing of things that we've learned in Mexico, either on this trip or the first trip.
Yeah.
And that we'll share. So.
Well, thanks for watching.
Yeah, the sun's starting to go down now. So, yeah, thanks for watching. And like Mark says, hit that bell. Right? There's a bell or something?
Yeah,
I don't know.
If you like what we're doing or interested in following us, hit the subscribe button.
Right.
And click the bell or whatever you'd like to do with the bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put out a new video.
Yeah. And subscribe to our channel. That way you'll know when we do put out a new one. And then you can follow us and laugh at us or, I don't know, whatever.
Or just say, if I do videos, I don't want them to wind up like that.
I don't want them to turn out like these bozos. So, anyhow, so that's it from Mark and Paulette. And we will see you in the next video. And you'll see Rosie, and she'll tell you about the process and what she does, and if you wanted to hire somebody like that to help you on different things. I think she does doctor's appointments and stuff like that too, helps you with. So that's it for now.
In the meantime, thanks for shopping the Two Travelers in Mexico channel. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.